Good evening and welcome to Karen's Place, Doylestown's only underground Christian cafe. Thank you for coming out tonight. For some of you who may not have been here before, let me tell you a little bit about what we do. We are open the first and third Saturday of the month, featuring a wide variety of styles of music. It ranges from rock to blues to jazz. We've done some hardcore events here at times. The tables that you're sitting at, there's a Karen's Place Tribune. You're welcome to take that home. There's a response card inside it if you want to get on an email list or a snail mail list. Fill that out and give it to somebody in the kitchen. And while you're going over to the kitchen, got a lot of great things over there for you to eat and drink. And when you buy something over there, a percentage of that money gets donated to Worthwhile Wear. Worthwhile Wear is an organization that helps get women out of sex trafficking situations. They run a thrift store up in Plumsteadville. It's a great place to go. You never know what you're going to find at a thrift store. They also operate a home called The Well. When they pull a woman out of a situation like that, they give her a place to live. They give her job skills and training. It's a really great organization, and we donate some of our proceeds to them. It's on our. If you go to our website, karensplace.org, we have a link to theirs, so you can check it out even further. And if you live in the area, go hit the thrift shop because it's a great place to go. My wife and I go there a lot. Also, when you go over the window on the right-hand side, there is a sign. Next to the sign, there is a jar, and on the sign, it says, for the band. Most of our artists work in a free offering. If you're able to put anything in that jar, your generosity would be greatly appreciated. Tonight's show is Livestream, like we do all of our shows. Don't watch it now. Stay off your phone. It's like a 20-second delay, so you'll get all confused if you do that. But you can go watch it when you get home anytime you want. They're always on our website homepage. It says Boxcast TV. If you click on that, you can see any of the past shows anytime you want. It's also on our Facebook channel. It's also on our YouTube channel, Karen's Place Live, so you can find that anywhere you want. Just to give you a heads up, February 3rd, Vince Martell, the Vanilla Fudge, will be here with his wife, Peg Pearl. Going to be dynamite. This guy's great. We've had him here a number of years back, and we're going to have him here again. So, without further ado, I want to welcome to you a band that I just met them a few months ago, but we talked prior to that, and ended up I recommended them to as a band in one of the battle for children's charities. And they ended up winning. So, without further ado, please welcome Wind and Sail.
Good evening, friends. Good evening. Thank you so much for coming out. Hopefully, hopefully none of you have too long of a driveway for shoveling and plowing yesterday. That was quite a snow. We actually used to live in New Hampshire. Abby and I did. My name is Graham.
I'm Abby.
And we get to be joined by Abby's dad, my father-in-law, Doug on the bass, which is super, super exciting. So, yes. But Abby and I used to live in New Hampshire, and so we've missed the snow. So yesterday was fun. But we're excited to share music with you, and we're gonna dive right in.
Victory should not blossom, nor fruit beyond the vines. The produce of the olive fair, and the trees bear no fruit. The flock be cut off from the fold, and there the fig tree should not blossom. God the Lord, He's my strength.
Thank you so much. That song is called Rejoice, and that lyrically is actually directly out of the book of Habakkuk. We really loved that passage of Scripture because it paints a really interesting picture. The verse says, though the fig tree should not blossom, nor fruit be on the vine. So it's this picture not of just a bad day, not just a bad week, but a season after season of not seeing what you would hope. But there was something that even in the seasons and maybe the desolate circumstances that the prophet was seeing, that a hope in the Lord was something greater that was able to not just counterbalance, but actually was able to be larger. So that was something that really encouraged us. This next song that we're going to sing is called Timeless. So we're gonna dive into it. This is one of our favorite to play.
Number your days and now you will learn. Build sanctuaries in time. Great cathedrals you cannot burn. Oh, memories imprinted on your mind. He said, offer the day and now you will see. There is mystery in everything. In a butterfly wing, in a chickadee sings, in the arc of the sky. You will find, what will you find? You will find. Every moment it's rushing by. An echo telling you goodbye. More than you could ever know. As it stretched in time, we bring the world back home. But I'm believing in the timeless.
is it's called Timeless, and we wrote that song because I had been reading a book called Sitting at the Feet of Rabbi Jesus, and it was just looking at how since Jesus grew up in ancient Israel, it was looking at how the culture around Jesus kind of informed, how he taught and how he looked at the world. And one of the things that it said was that, we have a calendar year. We just finished Christmas season. We're coming up on Lent and Easter. But the Jewish calendar year had even more kind of highlights in it, and it said that time is almost like, we go through these phases where we go through a year, and almost that time is like a cathedral. And that was a concept that really grabbed us, especially, I don't know about you, a lot of times I feel like I don't get my to-do list done. Sometimes I feel behind, and it really encouraged us that the God that we can hope in is outside of time, is bigger than time. And so time is kind of like an instrument in God's hands, not something that he's always running behind. So that was kind of the hope of that song. We released our first album this past summer, and so Timeless is off of thank you. Timeless is off of that, and we're going to play a couple more off of that coming up. This one is the title track for that. It is called Wild Edge. So we'll explain a little bit more as we go, but this is Wild Edge.
Don't matter what you do, I won't leave this place.
dark streets, praying past ends midlife. Got a hunch that somewhere under the sky there's a stream, and it runs up the mountainside, and it's clean, and it seems, oh, this is my evening song, my heartbeat when my world is wrong, even when the clocks go long, and lords and ladies brutalize Babylon. Lord, bring your rest to Babylon. Filling the silence with boiling violence, it's an intimate hush. We're opening past hate to the coruscated gate. We're opening cynics to trust, and somewhere we'll have more than gold. I'll surrender what's not even mine, and the name that's on the world. We'll wrestle our chaos back into rhyme. Oh, this is my evening song, my heartbeat when my world is wrong, even when the claws go long, and lords and ladies brutalize Babylon. Oh, this is my evening song. Put your ears to the ground, put your ears to the ground. Terror is trembling all along, and captive and captive fight to be found. Over the chaos, the dove is found. Ow.
So the the album that we released over the summer, it's entitled Wild Edge, and it is supposed to kind of be a story, kind of concept album where there's like two characters, and they're on a journey, and one of the characters has kind of forgotten hope. They're going along together, and the one has kind of forgotten what they hope in, what they're going towards, and so in the story the other character has a companion who's trying to speak into their life and encourage them and shine ultimately what the album points towards is shine the light of hope that comes from our relationship with Jesus into this person who has forgotten the way. And we wrote this because I think we've found ourselves as both characters, both as the one who has forgotten hope and the one who's trying to speak into the lives of the people that we love around us. And I think that is a lot of life and a lot of life with the Lord, that we need Him speaking into our lives. And we need to be speaking into each other's lives. So that was kind of what Wild Edge was about, and Evensong is the second song that we sang there. And that is kind of a song, a prayer for... Evensong is a church service in some liturgical church traditions that happens at the beginning of dusk, so the end of the day, the beginning of the night, and kind of looking at what does it look like to worship when maybe life feels dark. We wrote that at the beginning of COVID and with a lot of the civil unrest during that time, and so looking at how does God hold things in tension. And this song is called Walk in the Light.
Oh, this is the message we have heard from him and proclaim to you that God is light and in him is no darkness at all. If we say we have fellowship with him while we walk in the dark, we lie and do not practice the truth. But if we walk in the light, as he is in the light, we have fellowship with one another. Oh, and the blood of Jesus, his son, cleanses us from all our sin. Walking in the light, he's in the light. If we say we have no sin, we deceive ourselves, and the truth is not in us. But if we just confess our sins, he is faithful and just, to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. But if we walk in the light, to see he's in the light, we have fellowship with one another. And the blood of Jesus, his son, cleanses us from all, that sin. Walking in the light, he's in the light, he's in the light. Thank you so much.
All right, this next one, I'm gonna just change guitars real quick. This next one is a story song. This is, oops, so sorry. Just gonna change. Cool, thanks, Dan. This next song is, would you mind holding this real quick? Thank you. Is a story song. The company I used to work for, was based in India, and so I got to go on kind of an extended trip to India. And I wrote this when I was there because I had the chance to, it was a Christian company and did a lot of great work in the community where the owner was from. So we got to interact with a lot of kids who were in slums, and it was really interesting because even though they, from a material standpoint, were in a much worse off situation, I think I saw like more love and joy among some of the churches that we got to meet there, because they had a sense of belonging together. They knew that Christ had adopted them, and they knew that they had brothers and sisters around them. So even though they didn't have what might look like a materially rich life. I saw, in some senses, a lot more wealth than maybe we sometimes see in America. So this is a kind of a song story. There are two characters. So we'll go for an adventure with them. This is called Boy in the Sea.
Oh, I've heard a story of a little boy from India. His eyes were green and his heart swayed with the sea. And there was a tight man full of worry. He feared the rain and it drove his heart to poverty. He said, when the rain comes, we'll all be washed away. But the boy quietly got to his knees. He prayed at night for all set right. The tiger man, he craved cark-killed caress, the comfort wore the shadow for a cloak of satin. Oh, and but the boy brought him lambs, brought him bottles of ocean clear, showed him creatures bright as pearls of the ocean. Oh, it tasted like a tear. He said, when the rain comes, it'll flow to the sea. But the man, he would spare, oh, he could only spell calamity. He could only see how. He said, when the rain comes, no one will listen when you pray. But the voice said, take my hand. Come with me and you'll be free. Feel the breeze blow off the sea. You can see far, but it's about what you can't see. Be thou my vision,
Thank you. We've got a couple more before we'll take a little intermission. This next song is lyrically actually directly out of the book of Colossians. We really were struck by, it's cool, Paul, he's writing a letter, and just in the middle of the letter decides that he's going to write a poem, which is kind of fun. And so this is a really beautiful text that I think one of the things that captured us here is it just lists a whole lot of things trying to describe Jesus, and it's almost like Paul's tripping over himself trying to get across the magnitude of the person that he's trying to explain. But I think maybe the central statement that really stuck out to us was that Jesus is the one in whom all things hold together. That when we look at a world that's really disparate, when we look at our lives and things that are not held together, things that can feel chaotic, feel painful, that can have regret, that Jesus and his power, because he rose from the dead, is somehow able to hold everything together, and that is the final word on how reality actually works, especially in a confused day and age when lots of people are trying to figure out what is true and how things really are. It's amazing that Jesus says, I'm the one who wants to hold everything together. So this is All Things Together.
Firstborn of all creation. Oh, for by him all things were created, heaven and on earth, visible and invisible. Oh, whether thrones or dominions or rulers or authorities, all things were created through him and for him. And he is before all things, and in him all things hold together. They hold together. Oh, together. Oh. Church, and he's the beginning, the firstborn from the dead, that in everything he might be preeminent. For in him all the fullness of God was pleased to dwell, and through him to reconcile to himself all things, whether on dominions or rulers
we've got this next song is that last song that we played is out on all of the listening places on the internet and whatnot. We also do have CDs in the back if you like CDs. I like CDs. Our car has a CD player. But this next one is called Quick Draw. This is also off of our album, and this we actually wrote processing losing one of my really good friends to suicide. So we will bring it back up before the end of the first half. But this was a song that we wrote trying to think, man, what are the things that you wish you could say? I think especially I have the privilege of getting to work with teenagers as a youth pastor, and you really see, not even just with teenagers, like it's hard to be a person. It's hard to be a human. Life is not always easy, and sometimes it can be hard to see the light. But there was a passage that I had come across in Isaiah where, so this is before even like Jesus comes in the flesh. So I think this makes the promise maybe even more beautiful, where God says that he loves us so much that he writes our name on his hand, which then you fast forward and you see like Jesus going to the cross so that we could have access to new life in him. And I think that's the amazing thing about our God, is that he doesn't turn away from the shadows, but that's actually where he goes to seek us. So this song is called Quick Draw.
How many times, how many lives did it take for you to get here? You feel a quick draw seesaw. This is symptomatic of a melody already played. Well, I can't band-aid every little grenade buried in your soul. You're fighting in a tug-of-war on your knees on the floor, losing all control. How many lines to the divine feel trapped inside the ceiling? Caught in a quick draw seesaw. This is symptomatic of a melody. Caught in a quick draw seesaw. This is symptomatic of a melody. Well, you may feel small, but the Lord overall has your name written on his hand. Mockery and apathy, you have no mastery, and we won't fear your demands. We are children of God. Well, you cannot skeletally resurrect the demons that Jesus put to death. All the lost is found in the cross and risen as he said. How many times until you start to see? Give him your quick draw, your seesaw. The key's already there. Oh. take for you to get here? Give him your quick draw, see son, this is symptomatic of a king. He's already bled. Oh, oh, oh. He's already bled. Thank you. This this next one I like is kind of almost a flip side of that narrative. You know, we said that the album that we had written kind of is about two characters, one having forgotten hope, and I think this is almost like that character who's come full circle. This is called Shalom, and it's there's going to be a point where you can clap and sing, so we would encourage you to do both clapping and singing. Let me just make sure that this is moderately in tune. Time to play everybody's favorite song, the tuning song. But this song was kind of written thinking through all of maybe the things that maybe all of you guys are super confident people, but I think maybe we each have times in our life where there are things that we're not the most confident about. And this is kind of a song trying to put all of those things into one space and weighing that against God's promise that if we put our hope in Jesus, that he adopts us into a reality where beginning, when we start a relationship with him, we can enter a relationship that is one where there's nothing missing and nothing broken. So this is Shalom.
Nothing missing now, nothing broken. Heal me found when I think that you forgot. Nothing missing now, nothing broken. Say you are when I know I'm not.
I think it's pretty cool. Celebrities are human. We can cut them a break. You know what? I'm so sorry. You're not supposed to do this. That was the second verse of the song. We're going to start that over. I'm so sorry. I said the right words in my head. It's been a while since that's happened.
But you got a little sneak preview.
Yeah, there's an invisible rule that if you get like less than 20 seconds into a song, you can restart. So that was actually probably more than 20 seconds. So we broke the rule. Here we go. Breaking rules. There we go. Let's just start from the chorus.
Nothing missing now, nothing broken. Heal me found when I think that you forgot. Nothing missing now, nothing broken. Say you are when I know I'm not.
Make a scene to show you see my face. So many people searching for identity and crossing you off when you offer a taste.
When did it become cool to be hopeless? When did we find ourselves by being out of place? Sometimes I roll my windows down, let the galloping wind ride over my face. Remember all those I've forgotten, and close my eyes and pray. Nothing missing now, nothing broken. Heal me found, and I think that you forgot. Nothing missing now, nothing broken. Say
with us, we have a line, and you can follow me. It goes like this. And you can just kind of keep repeating it. Ready? Shalom. Oh, I'm sorry, I did it wrong again. We're actually going to sing nothing missing now, nothing broken. Nothing missing now, nothing broken. Nothing missing now, nothing broken. We'd love for you to join us. Nothing missing now, nothing broken. Yeah, sounds great. Nothing missing now, nothing broken. Nothing missing now, nothing broken. Nothing missing now, nothing broken. Nothing missing now, nothing broken.
Amen.
We've
guys
done
sounded
that song
beautiful.
a few different ways, so I started singing a different way. So thanks for following along with me.
Yeah, you guys sounded beautiful. We're gonna take a real brief pause because we're gonna set up some stuff here, and then we will play some more songs. So, the last time we sang that song, my amp broke in the middle of the song, and it just started squealing really, really, really loudly. So, here we go. Which is kind of funny because the song is called "Nothing Missing, Nothing Broken," and things always seem to break. So, maybe it's an object lesson. But we'll be resuming in a couple of minutes. So please grab some food, grab things.
How about a hand for Wind and Sail? Okay, so listen, don't go anywhere. They will be back very, very shortly. There's still stuff in the kitchen for you to eat and drink. We got New York cheesecake and a bunch of other drinks and things. And remember, when you go over there and buy something, some of that money gets donated to Worthwhile Wear, an organization that helps get women out of sex trafficking situations. They run a thrift shop up in Plumsteadville. So we pass on some of our proceeds to them. It's a great organization. Also, when you go over to the window on the right-hand side, there's a jar. Next to the jar, there's a sign. And on the sign, it says, for the band. Most of our artists working for you are offering. If you're able to put anything in that jar, your generosity would be greatly appreciated. Thanks for coming out. Although I don't think the roads are bad tonight, but maybe some people did. But these people are from New Hampshire. They are used to snow. Actually, I'm heading up to Maine tomorrow. I go up to New England a lot. So, yeah, snow doesn't bother me, but I know it bothers some people, but I can't figure that out. But anyway, it is what it is. In 2 weeks, Vince Martell of the Vanilla Fudge, he actually still tours with the Vanilla Fudge, but him and his wife, they're Christians. And January, February, and sometimes March, the Fudge doesn't tour. And during that time, they frequent some church coffee shops and other churches. It's great. You don't want to miss that. If you got an old Vanilla Fudge album, I'm sure we'll be happy to sign it for you. Then the third week in February, Patricia and the Soulterior Motives. March is our Blues Rock Madness Month. The Stephen Bell Trio will be here, coming down from Connecticut. And we were going to have Obadiah the third week, but it looks like now we're going to have Breaking the Bondage Blues Band. April is our annual comedy night that benefits Battle for Children's Charities. The 20th is 2 weeks ago we had a cancellation because of the snow. Once Cold Saul will be here. Wendy Shettig will be here in May, and I forget who else is here in May. In June is our annual Hawaiian night, Eddie Mann. Remember, we do outdoor concerts in August, every Monday night in August. Don't want to miss that. And then we're going to kick off next October, our 26th season. Don't go away. Wind and Sail will be right back.
Actually, before Doug and Abby join me again, I'm gonna take the opportunity to play. Abby and I are kind of in a season of writing some new songs right now. So if you don't mind, just to kind of fill the gap, feel free to continue milling around and grabbing food and stuff. But I'm gonna just play a song or two that we've been working on. So here we go. This song is called "Different Languages." I was watching a Sorry, I've gotten myself into a little bit of a chord kerfuffle. There we go. Boom. I was watching a video the other day, and it was an interview between two different groups of people who had pretty different views on life, and it was just kind of painful to watch because these two groups of people were really having a hard time talking to each other. And I think especially as we enter everybody's favorite 4-year cycle, the election cycle, like sometimes this can be a time that there's a lot of tension. So it's not easy nowadays to talk with folks who you may not see eye to eye with. So this was kind of a song that I've been starting to work on, trying to piece together what it looks like for us to be able to have loving conversations with folks that we might not see eye to eye with, but how can we still show the love and dignity of seeing an image bearer. So this is called Different Language. And this is the first time I've played it not just in a room. I mean, this is a room, so I guess we're still playing in a room, but there are more people in this room, but this is Different Language.
Same words, different languages, same hurt, different heals. Oh, maybe there's a place where you and I can sit, just talk, not try to make the other quit. Tears fall down my face for you, but you have the audacity to say it's hate. Oh, I want things you'll never want for yourself. You put me on the high shelf. Speak through me now. I don't know how to talk. We got bound. I need you to walk in my shoes. Same words, different languages. The noise multiplies in between. Oh, maybe there's a place where you and I can sit across and hold hands. I'll make the other thing. Speak to me now. I don't know how to talk. We got bound. I need you to walk in me. Do do do. Oh, walk in me.
Thank you for graciously listening to that. All right, we'll kind of roll back into our planned songs. This just as Abby and Doug come back up. This next song is this was a fun one to write. Oh, where'd my capo go? There it is. This next song This next song is called Isn't It Cold? Alright, cool. I'm just gonna play until you come up. We're just gonna play some guitar until Abby comes up. Also, my guitar is very out of tune all of a sudden. It's the fun thing about instruments in the winter, is they just go out of tune very quickly. The song is called Isn't It Cold? Appropriate for winter.
So it's done. It's all done. You think you won, but you're under the gun, and you're first into the hearse, race against your ghost, trying to make sure nobody forgets your fame, neglects your name. Oh, you scribe, claim in the sand, but you can't hold it in your hand. You can't stop time. Isn't it cold wearing a lie? Do, 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 do. So why don't you come back inside? We don't need to write to you about the importance of loving each other, for God Himself has taught you how to love one another. Indeed, you already show your love for all the believers throughout the world, throughout. Even so, dear brothers and sisters, we urge you to love even more and more. Make it your goal, make it your goal to live a quiet life, minding your own business and working with your hands. Oh, do-do-do. Ooh, oh, 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 oh. your hands. Oh, do-do-do. Sisters, we urge you to love even more and more. Oh, make it your goal, make it your goal to live a quiet life, minding your own business and working with your hands. Oh, do. That song, that second song is called "Mind Your Business," which we are so close to having released. It's recorded, and we just are working on the final bits of getting it out into the places that you can listen to music. But that lyrically is directly out of 1 Thessalonians, mostly just because we just loved that there was a passage in the Bible that said "Mind your own business." That's just funny. But yeah, I thought it's just a passage that really kind of resonated with us. The picture of in a world where everybody's trying to be seen, trying to make a name for themselves. It's really beautiful that the Bible holds out a vision that maybe the good life is living a quiet life, loving the people around you, doing whatever has been given to you to do, doing that well. So that's a beautiful vision. And just mind your business. But this next song is called "Remind," and this is off our recent EP. All right, here we go. I've been looking for the bright side. I've been walking on the tight line. But if I wanna hit the rewind, oh my weak mind, the pressure like a bevel dig inside my brain. Wrestle with the devil but I act so tame. Oh, decided indecision, but I try to be fine. Billboard tell me life is mine. What if it's not just an uphill climb? Cradled in your hands, I don't know what I want, but all that haunts, yeah, the part of me that flaunts, as if I'm in control. I don't know what I want, but all that haunts, yeah, the part of me that flaunts, as if I'm in control. I've been looking for the bright side. I've been walking on a tight line. What if I wanna hit the rewind? Oh, my weak mind. I've been praying for a facelift, oh, the makeshift. But you are patient. Come and remind.
bright side. I've been looking for the bright side. Oh, come and be mine.
Thank you. This next song is called "Look Up." "Look Up" and "Remind," the song that we just sang, are kind of similar in that both are trying to come to grips with how we spend our time. And sometimes I feel like we can have visions of what we want to be putting our time towards. They can be really good and beautiful things, but then you can look and you'd be like, man, is this just a waste of time? I think especially in a day and age where if you do something, sometimes somebody will very quickly ask you, well, what can you show for it? What's the quick return on investment? What's the value add? Things that are legitimate and real. But I think sometimes maybe we stop short of doing good and beautiful things because we're worried that something might be a waste. And I was just really struck when you think of us, people, God didn't need to make us. Like, we're totally unnecessary. All of the whole universe could have existed and been beautiful and glorious. And we actually, history would show that we cost God quite a lot. We ultimately cost God his son, and yet there's something that he wanted to do in making us. And I think that also shows maybe how we spend our time, that sometimes God loves when we just do beautiful things for the joy of the fact that he's put us on the earth to do those things. So this song is called "Look Up." Let me just make sure I'm in the right key. This is "Look Up."
And I've been wasting my time, as if time were mine to waste. And I keep on giving it a try. Why arrive if I'm showing up late? I can't think past this place. I just need more of your grace. Please help me believe what I believe. You made me for more than this in between. Help me find the beauty and mystery, and I keep wasting my time, as if time were mine to waste. And I keep on giving it a try. Why arrive if I'm showing up late? Oh, I'm a train broken down on the tracks. I can't stop or find a way back. I need a higher hand to fill my cup. I need a friend to help me look up. Won't you help me look? Oh, dreams cost time, and time costs fate. All that we lose, you more than replace. But I won't run dry, and you won't show up late. Then when I die, I will rise up in grace.
running, am I ever gonna stop? Keep boxing with my body in the clock. Help me before I drop. And you know I think I'm wasting my time, as if time were mine to waste. And you know I keep on giving a trying. Why arriving from showing up late? Oh, I'm a train broken down on the tracks. I can't stop or find a way back. I need a higher hand to fill my cup. I need a friend to help me look up. Won't you help me look up?
Thank you. We've got a couple more songs left for you guys. Abby and Doug are gonna move some stuff around behind me, and I'm gonna just share a couple of songs that we've been working on. I think our working title of our next album. So our first album was Wild Edge. I think the working title of our next album is going to be Isle of Peace. So aisle, not like shopping aisle. Although that would be funny. Go to the grocery store for peace. But isle is in island, because we really like to think of things in terms of like movies and characters and stories. And so I think the first album was picturing these two people on a journey. We almost saw that. Actually, no, I'm just going to sing the song and I'll explain it after. Sometimes you just talk a lot and then you're like, what am I saying? This is why I wrote a song, so I wouldn't have to say these things.
it shines through my bones. You sank me so I could let go. And you've always been my horizon. I said that you had been guiding. Oh, but somehow my worry crept in. And I can't hold in myself. I can't stand under the weight of the world. Can't fit in the mold that I curl around the muscle that I tried to flex. Can't keep in check this terrible thing I've instructed to say. I'm a king, so I'm in exile into the bone. Oh, I'm trusting you keep me afloat as I wander to the Isle of Peace. Thank you. This next one is kind of the flip side of that. So that song is imagining there's the narrative of David, King David. You know, David goes his whole life, well, not his whole life, but a large portion of his life as a king, as somebody who's admired by people, as somebody who's known for his love for the Lord. And then he has a fall. And so that song is kind of imagining a king going into exile, but how David's actually really met by the mercy and the grace of the Lord, that he does things that he really regrets. And I think that's also part of all of our shared experiences. There's things that we regret in our life, but sometimes that's the place where God meets us the most powerfully if we will let him. So this song, this next one, is kind of the flip side to that. Abby had come to me and she said, you should make a song that has the phrase, your presence makes me whole. And so this song is called, Your Presence Makes Me Whole. How many days, how many ways, how many places I've seen you present in my life, and how many times hidden in rhyme I've seen you climb over the walls I put up just to give me your bread and your cup. Your presence makes me whole. Your presence makes me whole. Catch me with your full-on gaze. Help me see your presence is enough. You are more real than I can touch. Still your hand catches tears that run down my cheeks. Oh, help me be weak so you can lift me up. it right. Here, let me shriven. Forget what you think you deserve. And Father, you are making me a sapling by the beach. As the water rushes over and I set amongst the lily and the clover. And my head is underwater, but I don't need to reach for air. Oh, your presence makes me whole. Your presence makes me whole. Catch me with your full-on gaze. Help me see your presence is enough. You are more real than I can touch. Still your hand catches the tears that run down my cheeks. Oh, help me be weak so you can lift me up. Sit at the feast, don't list the lack. There is hope in the panic attack. Jesus, you are making me a lamb across your shoulders, and I am getting younger, 'cause I am growing older. Your presence makes me whole. Your presence makes me whole. Catch me with your full-on gaze. Help me see your presence is enough. You are more real than I can touch. Still your hand brushes the tears that run down my cheeks. Oh, help me be weak so you can lift me up. Thank you. We've got two more songs, and these are some stompers. So we're gonna. Sorry, I'm not like. I realize this probably looks really rude. I'm not texting. I have some music I'm playing off of my phone. I'm realizing this looks really distracted. Yeah. Calling me out. This next one. Wait, I gotta get the words. Some of the last two ones that we're doing, they're new songs, and so we're still learning them. No, we're not still learning. Yeah, we are still learning them. I said that. You're not supposed to say that. I said that. We're still learning them. So I'm still learning the words. There you go. We're just being really candid right now. Sometimes you say things and you're like, man, I wish I could have gotten that back. Where did I? Wait. Oh, I just lost the phone. There it is. All right, here we go. And commence the song.
Thank you. All right, we've got one more. This last one I'm going to just need to retune real quick. Thank you so much for coming out. Thank you for taking time on your Saturday night. We love getting to play music. So this is a very real gift that we get to share together. Getting to share space to enjoy stories together, and we're going to go way up and hope that we don't break the string. Again, that's what you all came here for, the tuning song. We're still going. Still going. Oh, so sorry. Still going. Actually, not sorry. Because it would sound a lot worse if I didn't do this. So, this is part of the journey. There are some guitars that have like little robotic parts to them that they tune themselves. This is not one of those guitars. We have a 2-year-old son, and he loves playing the ukulele, and you guys had gotten him this ukulele, and it's a great, cool little kid ukulele, but I'm assuming it's not like crazy expensive, and it came with this tuner, and this is now the tuner that I use for my guitar, and this is sort of the tuner that like it gets you close enough to the note, and they're like, that's good enough. I play the guitar, I'm like, that's not even close to being in tune. So, yes. This is the last song. Oh, wow. That's so kind. Thank you. This last one is called Circle Around My Heart, and I want to explain briefly a little bit about the song before we dive into it. I was on a hike. I've been really enjoying trying to get outside a little bit more. And winter hikes are actually sometimes really nice. Like, it's beautiful when you see the trees, but, I mean, the leaves and the flowers and all of that sort of thing. But I started going on more hikes recently after the leaves had all fallen. first thinking, man, I feel like I missed the time to go on like hikes. But then you realize that God has just made like trees in and of themselves are so beautiful. Like they're like these very, I don't know, like acrobatic statues that you look up and you're like, wow, that's like just a very graceful form. This has nothing to do with the song. But when I was hiking, I was just thinking about, sometimes it confuses me that like God knew that we were going to turn against him, and yet he still decided to make us. And I think that shows something about the commitment of our Creator to us as his creation. That there really is not a length that we could go that like the redemption of Jesus cannot reach and capture us there. And so we're still working on the lyrics of this song, but I just was captured by the fact that like since God is outside of time and I mess up within time and space, like yeah, I'm a creature who lives in a body and I go through time and space, but like God knows who I am and who I will be, and he decided to save me. And so as we know, like it doesn't mean like, oh, like do whatever you want, but kind of this picture of like, wow, the love and power of God's redemption is so great that it actually is like larger than the depth of my sin. Like the depth of my sin is deep. It is enough to separate me from God, and yet God's desire to be in relationship with us is like a stronger, farther hand to reach us. So that is a little bit of what the song is trying to articulate. And it has nothing about trees. Maybe we'll have to change that. But there are other songs that we talk about trees. Anyways, this is Circle Around My Heart. Thank you so much for coming out. you so much, friends. Have a great rest of your night. We'll be hanging out back there, so we would love to chat at all.
How about a hand for wind and sail? All right. Yeah, I would. We'll have to make plans to have them back again for sure. Anyway, they have CDs at the table back there and some other stuff, I think. Remember, over by the window on the right-hand side, there's a jar. Next to the jar, there's a sign, and on the sign it says, "For the band." Most of our artists work on a free will offering. If you're able to put anything in that jar, your generosity would be greatly appreciated. In 2 weeks, Vince Martell and his wife Peg Pearl will be here. You don't want to miss that. Patricia and the Soul Terrier Motives, the third week in February. The Stephen Bell Trio, formerly Raging Grace, will be here to kick off our Blues Rock Madness Month. And probably now, instead of Obadiah, the Breaking the Bondage Blues Band. April kicks off our comedy night, benefiting Battle for Children's Charities. And anyway, go on our website, karensplace.org. There's a list of things on there. You can see what's happening. Go on our Facebook page. You can check out these videos either off our website, hit the Boxcast link, go on our Facebook page, or go on our YouTube channel, Karen's Place Live, and all these videos are available. If you have nowhere to be tomorrow, you're welcome to be here with us upstairs, not down here, and worship with us at 10 o'clock. If you have a church to be, I hope you are there. Drive home safe, and God bless.